Mom's Thrifty Notebook.
Mom, come quickly! Come on, hurry!
Mom was surprised and rushed over.
What's wrong? Did you hurt yourself? Buy me that!
Tori said, pointing at the video game console on TV.
Mom, if you buy me that, I'll be really good. I'll sleep early, I'll clean, and I won't fool around, okay?
Tori said as he followed his mom.
Mom, I love you.
Tori's mom stopped, and as she looked back, she smiled. Tori also smiled brightly. Tori's mom said in a soft and tender voice, "No." As soon as Tori heard that, all of his hopes broke down. Tell me why you need a video game console. You don't have one? End of story.
No! Mom, you're mean! I hate you, Mom. You're the world's cheapest person. You wouldn't buy anything that I want. Psh.
Dad came back from work and Tori didn't come out of his room.
It looks like Tori is really angry,
Dad said as he opened the door to Tori's room.
I hate Mom. All the other kids have the video game console too,
Tori said in a hurt voice.
You must be really upset. Mom's really cheap. She's really stingy, isn't she? There are many things I want to buy too, but your mom won't buy it for me.
When Tori heard this, he lightened up.
That's right. Last time you wanted to buy a new cell phone, but Mom wouldn't buy it for you. Your cell phone is really old.
Tori's voice got louder, thinking Dad was on his side.
But you know, Mom has something to show you. Shall we go outside?
Tori's face lightened up in an instant. It seemed as though there would be a video game console outside the room.
Well, our son Tori finally came out.
Tori had high expectations as he sat in front of his mom. But instead of a video game console, Mom put a notebook with the words housekeeping account book. As soon as Tori saw it, he felt as though he was going to cry. Tori, this is our family's account book. You've seen me writing in it, right? Tori didn't reply since he was upset. Okay, see? This is how I use your dad's salary to make a living. With this money, we buy food, buy books for you, and if we save enough, we'll buy a car. Tori glanced at the account book.
Why do you use this?
To make good use of our money. What if we bought everything we wanted? What would happen to us now? Mom asked, looking at Tori.
I don't know.
Dad replied for Tori.
Most likely, we would have no house, and you wouldn't be able to learn the taekwondo that you enjoy so much.
Tori tried to imagine what his dad just told him. That would be really awful. Tori began to change. But he began to change too much. Mom went to the market to buy materials for making side dishes.
Mom, don't buy it.
Tori, who went to the market with Mom, kept her from buying anything. And so Mom couldn't buy anything. It was the same when they went to the stationery store.
We don't have to buy colored pencils. I'm going to borrow it from Min.
Whenever Mom tried to buy something, Tori stopped her. Now Mom and Dad were worried about Tori. Tori must have misunderstood Mom and Dad. They tried to teach him on how to use money wisely. But instead, it seems that he won't use money for anything.
Is there any way to solve this problem?
Mom and Dad thought about this for a long time.
How come there's only one side dish on the table?
Asked Dad.
Mom went to the market, but I stopped her from buying anything.
I see. So, what is it like not spending money at all?
It's uncomfortable.
That's right. Your mom and I are also uncomfortable. And that is why we need money.
The next day, Mom gave Tori a present. We felt that you needed spending money, and so from now on, I'll give you an allowance. Here is this week's allowance and an allowance entry book. As soon as Tori received the money, he felt as though he was an adult.
I can use this money anywhere I want? Really?
That's right. But you have to write down how you have spent your money on the entry book. I'll write on the housekeeping account book, and you'll write on your allowance entry book.
Okay.
Tori replied with an excited voice. Why do we keep housekeeping account books? When we buy something, we have to give money for it. We live with the money our dad and mom makes. With the money, we buy the things we need. We can go to the hospital, and we can save up money as well. But if we use money without a plan, we'll have a hard time. That's because Mom and Dad earn only a limited amount of money. If the amount of money we have is 1,001, then we can't spend 2,001. Housekeeping account books are necessary to make ends meet. We'd write this on a housekeeping account book. A housekeeping account book is a notebook for writing down the family's income and expenditures. Although income is very important, how well you spend the money is even more important. Shall we write an allowance entry book? An allowance is the money that Mom and Dad give to Tori. Tori can spend it wherever he wants, but he has to learn how to use it well and spend just enough for the things he needs. After you write in your allowance entry book, rate yourself on your expenditures. Let's write on an allowance entry book. If you want to use your allowance wisely, you have to plan ahead. On the allowance entry book, you write down when and how much money you received, and you also write down where you spent it. By looking at an allowance entry book, we can see whether we're using our allowance money according to plan. Shall we write an allowance entry book from now on?